Time change weekend went well. We had a great day yesterday in church. And I'm beyond quite honest with you, kind of shocked about the attendance and what God did for us. Wow. Great attendance yesterday morning, last night, another great attendance. And now we're getting ready. We're gearing up for the Old Paths Conference. And I want you, if you're coming now, let's get that registration in so we can make sure we have everything planned just right. Would love to have you come. If you're in this area, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is the Old Paths Conference. Go to oldpathsconference.com, register there, and we look forward to having you come, being a part of the services next week. They say they start on Monday night, 7 o'clock, and then Tuesday and Wednesday night, of course, 7 o'clock. But in the mornings on Tuesday and Wednesday at 9 o'clock, we'll be having some teaching sessions and some great topics that will be covered. And I'd encourage you be prepared to come and be a part of it. Bring your family, bring your church, and we're going to have a wonderful, wonderful time. I'm looking forward to seeing what God's going to do in our church and in the churches that come. There's several churches coming, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited about what God is going to do. And of course, yesterday, God just kind of helping us out with everything going on. Really, truly exciting seeing what God is doing here, Maranatha Baptist Church. Excited about our spring campaign coming up. It's going to be a great campaign. Of course, start out on Easter Sunday, and I'm looking forward to a big day there. And so let's get busy serving the Lord, doing what we can, and God will certainly bless. Well, today, let's talk from Judges 6:14. The scripture says, "And the Lord looked upon him and said, Go in this thy might. Thou shalt save Israel from the hand of the Midianites. Have not I sent thee?" Now the angel of the Lord appeared to Gideon and said, the Lord is with thee, thy mighty man of valor. Now this statement seemed to be a strange statement as it's spoken because Gideon was living in fear. He was hiding his wheat from the Midianites. And Gideon even responded to this statement by saying, where be all his miracles? Gideon wanted the miracles, but he had not seen them. Gideon saw the plight of his nation and being invaded by the Midianites, and he had yet to see God do any miracles to save them. He remembered the miracles of the past, but God responded to Gideon by saying, Go in this thy might. He says, and thou shalt save Israel from the hand of the Midianites. This is what God was telling Gideon. He says, Gideon, it's your move. God was telling Gideon, the miracles that you're looking for, God was saying, will happen, but you have to go before they will ever happen. Now, inside of every believer is a mighty man of valor. But that mighty man of valor will never come out until you have the faith to step out. You see, the miracles we desire and seek, they're there. But it's our move that determines whether we will see these miracles. We can sit and question where all the miracles are, or we can go by faith and attempt the impossible and see whether God's going to do something mighty through us or not. Now, if we want these miracles, there's several moves we must take to see them. First, we must go soul winning. You'll never see miracles without soul winning. God told Gideon, he says, go. Now, the word go in the scriptures is always a type of soul winning, a picture of soul winning. Mark 16:15, God says, go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. Jesus commanded in Matthew 28:19, go ye. Notice, going is part of God doing the miraculous. Soul winning is always at the start of every miracle. You'll never see the miracles of God without being a fervent soul winner, because that's what God starts out with. God always blesses soul winning. And so because he blesses it, every miracle that God will ever send will always start with God's people obeying the Great Commission to go. Second, faith is a second move you must take to see the miracles of God. There is no miracle, my friend, without faith. You can go soul winning, but the miracles will only happen with faith attempts. The reason so many never attempt faith acts is because they're afraid of failure. You cannot be afraid of failure and you must be willing to accept that failure might happen when you step out by faith. Now, God always honors those who step out by faith. Now, if you want to see God do the miraculous through you, you have to add faith attempts to your soul winning. Third, there must be a prayer altar to see the miracles of God. Gideon prepared an altar for God. And the result was that there rose up fire out of the rock. God showed himself when Gideon prepared the altar. And may I say, you'll never see God show himself mighty through your life if you don't spend time at the prayer altar trying to get God's power to intervene in your life and your faith attempts. There is no miracle without prayer, my friend. You can go soul winning. You can attempt faith acts, but it will all fail if you don't have the power of God that comes through prayer. My friend, now here's the key. It's your move. God always responds to the believer. If you go soul winning, attempt the miraculous, spend time in prayer, you're going to see the miracles that you have desired. Where now we ask, where be all his miracles? Where are the great churches of the past? Where are the souls being saved? Where are these miracles? Oh, I tell you where they are. They're waiting for you to go soul winning. Start out by going soul winning. And then you're looking for where's all his miracles? Well, they're waiting for you to step out by faith. Where will be all of his miracles? They're waiting for you to get in that prayer closet and praying the power of God down upon your life. My friend, I'm telling you right now, God has the miracles for us today. But we've got to do what it takes to get those miracles. And if we don't do that, I'm telling you right now, you're going to struggle the rest of your life, because you're going to say, and you'll get discouraged and you'll quit on God. The miracles are there. We just have to do what it takes. It starts with soul winning. So go lead some people to Christ. Get fired up about soul winning. Then attempt something great by faith. And then while you're attempting something great by faith, you better spend a lot of time in prayer, because if not, you're going to fall flat on your face. You need God's help. That's the great thing about faith. It forces you to prayer. See, soul winning stirs you to step out by faith. Faith forces you to get on your face and pray. And you'll never have the power of God without that prayer life. I'm telling you, all these things are critical. You want the miracles? Well, it's your move. What are you going to do? You make the choice. Well, I hope this is a great help to you today. Now, let's remember today, be good to everyone. Everyone's having a tough time.